Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farhan Soleh A. My NPM number is 182122073. I'm an English educational student in University of Siliwangi, and in this video I will tell you about the method or the technique that good or effective to use in learning of reading and writing skill for a student. So one of the technique that I choose to explain it to you is the short story technique. First thing first, student first thing first, there are three steps that students required to do when you are teaching the student with the short story method. The first method is the before you read the story, and the second one is the while you're reading the story, and after you're reading the story. This three method is really effective, really important, that not only a young student, not only a young student, even a professional or an advanced student could use and utilize this technique and use it. So in the first technique is before you're reading. Before before you the students start reading the short story, ask them about their prior knowledge. Ask them about the activity or their prior experience. Ask them if that do you have a cat or something. Do you have a cat or a dog or a bike or something like that? Make your student invest into the story and start to intrigue. And then prediction. Prediction. Ask your student what would came out in the story. So if you're talking about cat, what do you think will be told in the story? So are the cat is big, like to jump, like to claw or use their nails to scratch to your sofa, things like that. Make your student invest into the story, and by your by that your student will be more intrigued and more, you know, interesting interest and, you know, to the story. And the second one is the while you read. And while you read, try to ask your students about the theme, the character, the motive, the story, and things like that. Keep asking them what is the theme of the story, the character, you know, the motive of the story, the message of the story while they're reading. And then after that, don't just put the book down and just leave the class, but you do a reflections. After that, start to reflect. Ask the student what you get, what you receive from this story. Did you find something new from this story? Or this story is really good for you? And try to ask them to write down the story with their own word, or with their own a yeah with their own word, and keep try to make them keep the message or the motive inside it. After that, ask them, did you find something new from this story? Did you surprise? Did you find something interesting from this story? It's really simple and simple technique. There are the method of using short story. So if you implement it now, if you want to implement this technique to the class, make sure that you have enough time to use or to do this type of method, because in the beginning you need it, because the reading is not a pass activity. You need the time. uh, uh, Give several minutes for the before you're reading. Like I said before, activate the prior experience. Ask them about the experience that they got. Did you have a dog? Do you have a cat? Do you have anything? And then like make them predict about what would be happen. Make them intrigue. Make them start to interested with the what would come out. And then while you're reading the story, ask them what the theme of the story, and then the questions, the theme, the character, things like that. After that, after everything is hand, the task or the method or the technique. This technique start to being tested. The after the reflection, you may ask the student to bring their book, write down each word or sentences or anything that they think is surprising them or something new that they learned from this short story. By that, you first increase or increase your student memorize ability. The second one is your students writing skills, and the third one your students listening skills at the same time. But this listening skills is only used if your short story is delivered by the oral. But in this case, because we are using the reading method, so you may give the student each of the student the story, the short story, and then start the task. So that's it for me. There's are a few methods of the writing and reading skills in English language. Really easy, short story. And once again, my name is Mohammed Farhan Soleh. That's it for me. I'm sorry if I had a mistake. I'm pretty sure I had a lot of mistake. And yeah, see you later.